Turn this motherfucker up right here. Yo, what up, people? It's your buddy Philko here, putting live from your mama's house, doing my thing as I usually do. And right now, I'll make a quick video, real quick video. What happened to Netflix? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna make a real quick video. What started hang out on air? I still don't exactly know what that means. But anyway, because the shit already started, so why is it giving me the option to start a hangout on air? But anyway, I'll make a quick video about where I was when Biggie Smalls died. And the reason I'm making this video is because I watched the movie Notorious yesterday for the first time. The reason I didn't watch it prior to is because I honestly thought it was going to suck. And if it sucked, I would have been angry. I like the actor who played Tupac, but I didn't like him as Tupac. He doesn't look like him enough, in my opinion. I forgot his name, but if you saw the movie Notorious, you know who it was. And actually, I look more like that guy than he looks like Tupac. And he was starring in a movie called Man on the Ledge, and he saw me and I saw him, and I had the opportunity to be his stand-in. If you don't know what a stand-in is, I don't know, you could Google it. It's kind of like a double. I had the opportunity to be his stand-in, but I couldn't do it because I was going to Germany. I've been living in the country forever, but I was going to Germany so often at that time that I couldn't do it. I went to Austria, then came back, went to Germany, came back, went to Germany, all in 1 year. So yeah, I was doing a lot of traveling. But let's get to it. First, you just need to know that when it comes to my relationship or how much I like Biggie, not really a relationship, he didn't know my ass, but um, I it wasn't even so much his music. As a kid, I was from Brooklyn, and I felt that I was your stereotypical loser. No girls really liked me. I mean, no one really picked on me, but no girls liked me. I wasn't really into any of the girls anyway, to be honest. But no girls liked me. I was never really part of the cool crowd. I was always part of the smart crowd, but I could never really be seen as a cool person. In my elementary school, my junior high school, it just wasn't happening. I just wasn't the cool kid. And one thing about Biggie was that he looks like somebody who's supposed to be a loser. He's big, he's ugly as a motherfucker. Like girls can't be attracted to him. You look at him and you think like, there's no way girls can be attracted to this guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way this guy's a ladies' man. But yeah, he managed to do it. He definitely managed to do it, and I definitely looked up to him for that. I definitely did look up to him for that, and it gave me inspiration. And not only that, he always rep Brooklyn, and I loved being from Brooklyn. I still love being from Brooklyn. There's no place in the world I'd rather be. I love being a New Yorker, a native New Yorker. I like it. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I just like it. I'm only proud of things I earn. So he basically was one of the reasons I felt that no matter what I am at the moment, I could be something later. So maybe I was a loser as a kid in elementary school or whatever, and I wasn't really cool. I was like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. He basically taught me that I can be somebody regardless of the cards I was dealt. Maybe he was big, fat, black, and ugly, but I was short, geeky, buck teeth having, nerdy, weird clothes wearing type dude when I was a kid. And people really didn't like me, but he gave me inspiration. And even when I went to summer camp, because the first year I went to summer camp, he was alive. After that, he was dead. I believe I was 12 years old when he died, something like that. I was pretty young. Damn, it's been so long. My God, maybe a little older, but it's been a while. Um, and I remember my first year going to summer camp. I always listened. I always listened to I was listening to DMX my first year. So let me see how old I was when he died. Let me see. It was, I believe it was 1997, right? He died in 97. Okay. Wow, dude. I was 11. I was 11. So yeah, he died before I went to camp. I'm tripping. I was 11 when he died. I was 11 years old. And so that was before summer camp. So I went to summer camp the next year, but I was definitely in elementary school. I didn't make the junior high school, but I was still the loser type of guy, whatever, whatever. And it's kind of like during that whole East Coast West Coast thing. I wasn't really one to be like, fuck the West Coast. Even as a kid, I knew that was kind of retarded. Not saying he said that, but some people would say that. But I liked the fact that I had someone to look up to, someone who made me feel good about being who I was, whether it's where I'm from or how I was. Like both things. It was where I'm from, East Coast, New York City, Brooklyn, and how I was. Not really attractive to girls and not really cool, but he gave me inspiration that I could become more. So this dude was like, the guy for me as a kid. Like this is a dude I looked up to 100%. You know what I mean? Just 100%. There's no other way to put it. So of course we knew of the whole shit going down, like East Coast, West Coast stuff. And at that time, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but Brooklyn was real bad. Brooklyn was real bad. I mean, it was bad. Where I was living, it was real bad. I've seen a lot of shit. Probably not as much as most people because we did end up moving to a nice neighborhood and I didn't see that stuff anymore. But prior to being there, I did see some really fucked up shit going on in Brooklyn and stuff, or around the areas I was raised the first half of my childhood. But my dad, as soon as he got that good job, got a house, and he moved us away from it. But I still saw some fucked up shit. You feel me? And it was like that. So I always knew that those dudes were real. I always knew that Biggie was real. The people around him were real because I had real uncles. I had when I say real, I mean like basically dangerous. I had real uncles and real cousins, and Biggie and them remind me of those guys. So I basically knew that this dude was real, and I was pretty sure if he was real, the people who were mad at him were probably really real too, and something might happen to him one day. I didn't think he, would die like that fast, but I just had a feeling something may happen to him. So basically, the time he died, when I found out, I was in my house. At this point, my sister was living. All right, I gotta explain the upstairs of my house. At this time, there was no. What was that room before? Was a kitchen. It was an extra bedroom. So it was a big house. There was a half bedroom, regular bedroom next to it. It was mine. Next room was another bedroom. It was empty, so we used it as a living room for the second floor. Next room was my sister's room, and next to that was another half bedroom, which I think she was using. So she had the half bedroom and bedroom. Living room was empty because she had children, so she used a half bedroom. Living room was empty. The next was my room, and then there was an empty half room that I probably had my laptop in. Now that I think about it, I probably just put my laptop in there. And all I remember is I woke up, I put the TV on, and all I see is the yellow tape and the black the black SUV. I believe it was a black SUV. Let me go look at the picture because I remember shit, but I'm not good remembering colors. I'm not too good at remembering colors when I remember shit. You know what I mean? But all right, it wasn't black, but it was like dark greenish, something like that, dark green. Some pictures it looks blue, some picture looks green, but yeah, it's either dark green or kind of bluish, turquoise, whatever. Um, I remember seeing that, and it was nighttime, and the yellow tape was around it, and I was just wondering like what happened. And when they said, Biggie Smalls just pronounced dead, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, last night or whenever it was, I didn't believe it at first. I had to watch the news for maybe 10 minutes and hear them say it again and again. Now they weren't only focusing on Biggie; they're talking about other things. But I guess either I was flipping channels or this channel mentioned it a lot because I was kind of freaking out at the time. I didn't cry yet. I didn't cry yet. I was just watching because I just thought maybe they were going to say, "No, I'm a kid." I'm thinking maybe they say, "Oh, there's been a mistake. He's not dead. Our fault." Like I'm actually expecting that because I'm a kid. I don't really know shit. So once it settled in, I realized he's dead. Now I wake up early all the time. So when I woke up, it was mad early. From what I remember, it's either I woke up mad early, like I usually do, or my sister wakes up late. So either way, I knew she was sleeping, and I knew I couldn't walk into the room because she was sleeping. And plus, me and my sister do not and did not have a good relationship at this time at all. Like we really didn't like each other. I see her like she's not there. That's where we were at this point. We were already there, like we just don't know each other kind of thing. But this was different. This was Biggie. So I remember me just really slowly walking into her room. And I don't give a shit about my sister at this time. You guys don't understand, but I understand she loves Biggie just as much as I do. And so this is going to hurt her. And it hurts me because she's hurt over Biggie. If she was hurt over any other reason, I'd be like, oh, fuck that bitch. But when it came to Biggie, I was emotional. So I just remember me walking into the room mad slow. I opened the door because in her bedroom, there was like this really cool door that you open and both sides open together. It was a little luxurious. It was really nice. It was a good way to like enter the room. It was really cool. And she had it open. So I opened the door. Luckily, she wasn't with a guy that night. Even if she was with a guy, I would have still did it. Because she knows this is the biggest news she heard in years. So I walk in and I remember me saying, Sonia, Sonia, like trying to wake her up. And I just remember her waking up. She's like, "What the fuck?" And she looked at my face. And so I guess she's clearing her shit, making sure she's not dreaming. She's like, "What happened?" As soon as she said what happened, I started crying. Not like vocally, like voice and shit. Just tears started coming down my eyes. She's like, "What happened? Who is it? What happened?" So she knew somebody died. Because I was an emotional kid. You know what I mean? I was an emotional kid, but she knew somebody died. She's like, "Who is it? You know, what happened? Tell me, say it." And I was like, "They got him. Biggie was killed in Los Angeles." And we just started bawling. And we were balling hard. And the interesting part about it was my father didn't give half a shit. You know, me and my sister cried for like an hour, holding each other, watching the news. And then when we go downstairs, my father's like, "Holy shit, what happened?" We're like, "Biggie died." It's like, "Oh, just go eat breakfast." Like, he didn't give half a fuck. We're eating breakfast and shit, and he's talking. He's like, "Y'all should cry when somebody like Martin Luther King dies, when Malcolm X dies, not some overweight drug dealer who became a rapper and talks about killing people for fun, blah, 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 blah." And, you know, he wasn't having any of that. He didn't give half a fuck about Biggie dying. That kind of pissed me off. But I learned a lot. I learned something from my father that night. And it's something a lot of you old people do. And I'll never be like you, even though I'm basically old myself. I'm old school. A lot of people, they take their life values out on other people. So I looked up to Biggie hardcore. That's because of the time in which I was born and raised. I wasn't born and raised around a bunch of fucking racism. That wasn't my life. I didn't experience racism as a kid. I didn't experience that shit. You know, I experienced being in the streets, not being involved, but being around the streets to the age of like 8 or 9. And I knew what that was like. And I knew what Biggie was talking about. And I could relate because of my cousins and uncles and one brother who's a knucklehead. You know what I mean? So I understood that. But I didn't understand, the white man, this, because motherfucker, I didn't go through that. You know what I mean? Like, don't put your values on me. You value Malcolm X, whatever, that's great for you. For me, it's Biggie and motherfucking 50 Cent. 50 Cent was much later as an adult, but that's just an example. You know what I mean? I didn't go through the shit you went through. And that's what a lot of people do now. They say things like, "Oh, this new music is terrible. They're ruining hip-hop, or they're just ruining music. There's no talent, whatever. There's no lyrics." These kids don't care about lyrics. They weren't born and raised around lyrics. About, "Oh, he said a cool line." They don't care. They're just dancing and listening to the beat mostly. Like, it always changes. There was even a time in which, way back, where there were no lyrics. It was just a hip, a ha, a hit, a hit, and they're just saying a bunch of stupid shit. Lyrics came in later. So stop putting your values on other people. Let them enjoy what the fuck they enjoy, and let them look up to who the fuck they look up to. As long as it's not negatively affecting their lives, leave them the fuck alone. So, yeah, man, that's really it. That shit was kind of deep for me. I mean, there's only a few deaths I actually cried about. Like, Prodigy hurt, but I didn't cry over Prodigy. When Prodigy died last month, that shit sucked because he was just really good and underrated. But I didn't cry. It just really sucked. But when Biggie died, I definitely cried. I didn't cry when Tupac died. I didn't care that much. When Christopher Hitchens died, I cried in front of my wife. That shit sucked. Because it sucked because I watched him die. Like, you know, as he got cancer, you watch him lose weight and shit so rapidly that he died. And I was expecting it. I literally would check Wikipedia every week to see if he was dead. And one morning I checked it. He was gone. Christopher Hitchens, Biggie Smalls. I think that's all I can remember right now. I think there's one more. There's Christopher Wallace, Christopher Hitchens. That's all I can remember right now. There's probably somebody else that I'm not naming, but those are the only times I remember crying over someone's death. It's just those two. Like, it sucked when Stack Bundles died. I remember that. That shit sucked, but I didn't cry, you know. But that shit sucked. And that's really all I can remember, man. Even when some family members cry, I don't cry. I'm just like, that sucks ass. But, you know, I really looked up to Christopher Hitchens and Christopher Wallace for two completely different reasons. One is just an intellectual. One is just someone who was kind of like a loser and became popular and loved his life and did things he couldn't imagine, which is similar to what I've done in my life, but nothing on his scale, nothing like on his level. And then there's oh shit, I see you guys leaving comments shit. And then there's Christopher Hitchens, who was a brave, very brave. Christopher Hitchens was very brave. You know, he's one of the reasons I came to Russia and it's because he's been to the 3 axes of evil, and I forgot what they were. It was like North Korea, Iran, and was it North Korea, Iran, and some shit. But he's been to the 3 axes of evil because he's not afraid to go or live anywhere. And that's another reason I came to Russia because I said if I want to, honor him, I should take some of his advice and not be scared to go anywhere. And grow the fuck up with the Tupac alive thing. It's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. You guys sound like old people talking about Elvis. It's time to grow up, man. Stack Bundles was my nigga. Yeah, that shit hit me hard. It was so random too. It was like, how the fuck Stacks squad up? Like, how the fuck? Like, who? Like, that shit was so fast. He didn't even get to blow up yet. Shit. John Cena, that's cool. Eminem, LeBron James, that's cool. I'm wearing a LeBron James jersey right now. Even though I don't look up to any of those people, I wouldn't tell you to not. Look up to them because I don't hold the same values as you. I don't like when people tell you not to look up to somebody. But definitely rest in peace to Biggie. And that's all I really wanted to say. I ain't got much to say. I'm doing this at the worst time possible. I'm doing it early in the Sunday morning, but I'm just doing it to get it out because I saw the movie Notorious, and I want you guys to go watch it. I think it was pretty good. I think they should have picked someone else for Lil C's, and they should have picked a different actor as well for Tupac. I didn't like their selection. It didn't feel real. Lil C's dude was too little. Lil C's was mad chubby. This dude was like a 14-year-old the whole movie. I didn't like it. Future best rapper alive, period. That's your opinion. I cannot argue with you. But if you say that to anyone else who's into hip-hop, 27 or older, they will just destroy you and say you're an idiot, you're stupid. And I mean that. But that's not me. I understand times are different. For real, man. He was just about to blow up with the Bird Gang nigga. He was. He's in Cuba. Okay, Chris Eminem, whatever makes you happy. Yeah, and he's hanging out with Elvis and Hitler. I guess that's really all I gotta say. Percocet. Molly Percocet. Can I make more videos outside? I'm tired of making videos outside. I'm gonna run into random girls that way. But you know what? Fine. I might go out tonight. Let me see what these motherfuckers is doing. Let me see what these two guys are doing. Let me see something. Holy shit. Oh, that girl I like just texted me. I really like this chick too. Let me see what's happening tonight. It means I'm here. Yes, it means I'm here and thinking about you. Smiley face. Hold up, Nyakos. That's not to one of the guys. That's to Mo. Not sure if you know. Would you like to good, reasonably priced massage here? I have no idea about massages, but if you're down to walk around or something or chill a little bit tonight, I'm down. I'm gonna see if motherfucking Eddie's down. I think you guys definitely need to meet. Let me hit up Eddie. Eddie and shit. So Eddie, you tired and shit, or you down to chill a little bit tonight or something? Percocet, Molly Percocet. I'll try to make more videos outside. Eminem could beat anyone in a rap battle, maybe. Could you fuck a man with HIV? Philkojones says, yes, girl, it's possible. I want to suck that more than would, Philko. What the hell are you guys talking about? Yeah, you about to get blocked. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. I'm not going to be here long. I'm still watching Gypsy. So far, it's a great TV show. I want to finish the first season because that's the only season. But I want to finish the first season. It's really fucking good shit. But it's like every TV show is like, there's not saying it's bad or good, but there's just gays in every TV show now. It's like you can't have a TV show without having gays. I watch Power. I don't remember any gay shit in that, But it's like every TV show has a lot of homosexuality in it now. I guess that's what's cool and what's profitable. Whatever. But yeah. It's just I don't know. I rarely ever watch people that much. But anyway, guys, I got to split. I'm doing this at the worst time possible, but I just want to express myself. And I'm out, guys. Maybe I'll be chilling later. I'll make a video for you guys. And once I figure out how to cut this off, later, Nichols.